turn it off too. For the guests who are delivering the remarks, please remember to turn on your microphone before you speak. Thank you for your cooperation. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the virtual signing ceremony for the Memorandum of Understanding between the Taiwan External Trade Development Council, TAITRA, and Berkah, Kawasan, Manyar, Sejahtera, BKMS Indonesia, on the promotion cooperation in Java Integrated Industrial and Port Estate, Gresik Special Economic Zone, Indonesia. Before the ceremony begins, I would like to introduce today's guests of honor. Let us welcome Chen Chi-Chen, Deputy Minister, Ministry of Economic Affairs. Wahyu Utomo, Deputy Minister, Coordinating Ministry of Economic Affairs, Indonesia. William Brand Christensen, Director, American Institute in Taiwan. John C. Chen, Representative, Taipei Economic and Trade Office, Jakarta, Indonesia. Cynthia Kim, Director General, Bureau of Foreign Trade, Ministry of Economic Affairs. Mr. Alex Hao Chi Liao, Director General, the International Cooperation Department, Ministry of Economic Affairs. Stephen Sid, Infrastructure Expert, Coordinating Ministry of Economic Affairs, Indonesia. Chi Ching Yang, Deputy Director General, Industrial Development Bureau, Ministry of Economic Affairs. We are also delighted to introduce to you Arati Shroff, Deputy Chief, Economic Section, American Institute in Taiwan. Harriento Adiko Soemo, President Director of AKR, Cooperando TBK. Bambang Soetiono, President Director, BKMS. Boy Robianto, President Director, Polino III. Ifan Joha Kuswahudi, Finance Director, BKMS. Shen Xian Chen, Chairman, Sinotech Engineering Consultants. Qishan Chan, Chairman and CEO, Adimmune Corporation. And now I would like to introduce today's host from TAITRA, Chairman of TAITRA, Mr. James Huang.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
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 Thank you. President CEO of TAITRA, Ms. Leonor Lin, and the Executive Vice President of TAITRA, Mr. Simon Wang. Ladies and gentlemen, let us now invite Chairman Huang to deliver his welcome remarks. Chairman, please.
Deputy Minister Chen, Deputy Minister Utomo, and our good friend Wahyu, Director Christensen, President Director Bom Sodinomo. Good morning. Selamat pagi, and welcome to this MoU signing ceremony between TAITRA and BKMS Indonesia. I would like to give special thanks to Director Christensen for coming to support our partnership today. In the past 2 years, the global economy underwent drastic changes. The pandemic created brand new challenges and highlighted the importance of supply chain resilience. With our like-minded partners in the ASEAN and the Indo-Pacific, we are rapidly restructuring our supply chains to make them not only more efficient, but also safer and stronger. Our common goal is to foster regional prosperity and stability through the values we all share as like-minded partners and as close friends and neighbors in the Indo-Pacific region. The ASEAN holds a brilliant future for technology and manufacturing, especially in the fields of ICT, healthcare, and smart solutions. Indonesia is the largest economy in ASEAN and plays a major role as a manufacturing powerhouse in creating a new and resilient supply chain. In addition to being a manufacturing powerhouse, Indonesia is also a powerful integrator of diversified industrial resources. Integration is the key to successful global supply chain restructuring. This year, we achieved an important milestone to establish a new industrial site in JIIPE. This partnership will enable our industries to further grow and expand in ASEAN, and in turn, thrive and prosper with our regional partners. This is what supply chain restructuring is all about, achieving real win-win, real friends, real progress, as Director Christensen said. My friends, Taiwan, Indonesia, and the United States are excellent partners for industrial cooperation in ICT, healthcare, and biotechnology. Our future is aligned to secure these strategic fields and to ensure they can operate according to the values we share and believe in. Today's signing was made possible thanks to the great efforts of Ministry of Economic Affairs and Coordinating Ministry of Economic Affairs of Indonesia. Thank you, Deputy Minister Chen and Deputy Minister Utomo. I was in Surabaya with our Taiwan delegation to visit JIIPE 2 years ago. The vitality and great potential of the economic zone made a huge impression on us. During our stay in Surabaya, we met with the chairman of AKR, Mr. Wong, a Taiwanese but practically a local Indonesian. Working together with our friends in Surabaya to create real prosperity. We believe that AKR Group and BKMS working together will contribute greatly to the prosperity of Surabaya. Their partnership can provide new infrastructure and logistic systems to power a world-class environment for domestic and international business, creating jobs and drive economic growth. JIIPE is an excellent and ideal base of operations for manufacturing companies that supply the ASEAN, the East Asia, as well as the Europe and United States markets. Companies in the fields of green technology, smart city, machinery, and medical solutions. We invite you to consider production in JIIPE. This is a great opportunity. Taiwan's ADMIL Corporation will be signing an MoU with BKMS later today. Today is a big step forward for our bilateral Taiwan-Indonesia industrial cooperation. Thank you all for joining us to witness this special occasion. Thank you for your support. Terima kasih.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And now let us invite Deputy Minister Chen Chi-chen to deliver his remarks.
Chairman Huang of TAITRA, President Director Bang Bang of BKMS, Deputy Minister Yu, Director Christensen, Ambassador Chen of TAITO, distinguished guests and colleagues, good morning. This is very much a pleasure to be invited to witness with Deputy Minister Yu for this virtual signing of MoU between TAITRA and BKMS. This cooperation is very timely since the global economy is overshadowed by the pandemic that prompted manufacturing companies to readjust their global supply chain. Some companies are looking at moving production closer at home, while others are considering diversifying production capacity around the world. But most importantly, when they're looking for production site, is to build a trusted and reliable supply chain. There is little evidence, a big shift so far, given the cost and uncertainty. But the Ministry of Economic Affairs of Taiwan, we know Taiwanese companies have already diversified their production lines from China back to Taiwan and to places like Southeast Asia, most importantly and notably Indonesia. The establishment of Indonesia's Gresik Special Economic Zone offers Taiwanese businesses an alternative production location under the government's New Southbound policy, which is to enhance our cooperation and exchange between Taiwan and Southeast Asia partners. I was told that the Gresik Special Economic Zone is of major significance and presents important opportunities amid the ongoing restructuring and resilience enhancement of global supply chains in the post-pandemic era. Indonesia possesses significant advantages, such as a sizable market as the world's fourth most populated country, as well as abundant natural resources and close links with the rest of the region through its membership in ASEAN. Taiwan and Indonesia have close trade and investment relations. For instance, the signing of the MoU on Comprehensive Economic Cooperation in November 2018, which we have jointly facilitated partnership ventures and investment between Taiwan and Indonesia. On another note, today I would like to especially thank TAITRA. TAITRA is the foremost and the largest trade promotion body in Taiwan, and TAITRA for their tremendous efforts in assisting our companies to expand their global reach, and Chairman Huang's personal dedication and contribution in implementing my government's New Southbound policy. On this note, I believe that the partnership between TAITRA and BKMS will again provide assistance and introductions of Gresik SEZ to Taiwanese investors to learn more about the site's benefits and opportunities. In addition, I learned through TAITRA that Admin Corporation and Sinotech Engineering Consultants Company are also signing MOUs with Gresik SEZ on setting up plants and offering consultancy services, respectively. These two companies are very prominent and well respected in Taiwan. This already shows a very promising start. To conclude, I look forward to working with Indonesia to continuing to enhance our already close bilateral cooperation through existing channels and platforms so as to generate concrete outcomes from global supply chain restructuring. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Deputy Minister. Ladies and gentlemen, we shall now invite all guests to take a group photo together. Please look at the camera and smile in 3, 2, 1. Say cheers.
Cheers.
And let us take another one. 3, 2, 1. Say yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And now, let us invite Deputy Minister Wahyu Utomo to deliver his remarks. Please, Deputy Minister.
Thank you. High Excellency James Wang, Chairman Taiwan External Trade Development Council. High Excellency William Brand Christensen, Director American Institute in Taiwan. High Excellency Chen Chi-chen, Deputy Minister, Ministry of Economic Affairs, Taiwan. High Excellency John Chen, Representative of TAIPE Economic and Trade Office in Jakarta. Mr. Haryanto Adikusumo, President Director PT AKR Corporindo. Mr. Boy Robianto, President Director Plindo III. Mr. Bambang Setiono, President Director PT Berkah Kawasan Manyar Sejahtera, and then Sun Sin Chen, Chairman Sinotech Engineering Consultant, Chi Sen Chen, Chairman and CEO Adimun Corporation, Arati Sroff, Deputy Chief American Institute in Taiwan, and also my colleague Alex and Stephen, Secretariat of CEC from both Taiwan and Indonesia. A very good morning, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is really a great pleasure to be invited to this important event and to witness the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding between BKMS and TAITRA on promotion cooperation in Java Integrated Industrial and Port Estate, or JIIPE, which is only recently being granted the status of Gresik Special Economic Zone by President Joko Widodo on June 28, 2021, with Government Regulation Number 71 to 2021. The comprehensive economic cooperation between Indonesia and Taiwan has been established in 2018 in line with Taiwan's new southbound policy, and a high-level ministerial meeting was conducted in March in 2019 to discuss a range of important agenda between our two countries. Among those cooperation in JIIPE, or Gresik SEZ, was in fact brought up and assigned to play the role to facilitate Taiwanese investment in Indonesia and to foster substantive cooperation between two industries. In order to provide investment from Taiwan with a much higher standard of facilitation and more comprehensive support and legal benefit, my ministry have taken an initiative and have worked with the East Java province to forge JIIPE substantially and to grant it a new and more privileged status, Gresik Special Economic Zone for technology and manufacturing industry. As a special economic zone and supervised closely by ministry, this special economic zone is more equipped to accord investors with more flexibilities in receiving better tax reductions, less labor law restrictions, easier working visa and residence requirements, and most of all, to enjoy duty-free status to re-export to other countries as well as to enter into Indonesia domestic market as long as comply with 40% local content, which is same as ASEAN content ratio. Unfortunately, the mutual agreement to work together on this project by the ministries of our two countries 2 years ago has encountered some difficulties in the new global landscape, both in terms of the pandemic of COVID-19 and the trade tension between China and the United States. But challenge would always bring opportunities to those who are ready. And for us, we do see exciting opportunities lies ahead with the new job creation law in Indonesia and the US leadership to build resilient supply chain with her trading partners. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we look forward to work with Taiwan and the United States to take advantage of the trilateral cooperation scheme in line with the Indo-Pacific strategy to bring to Gresik Special Economic Zone carefully selected sectors to better suit the need of the newly reformed supply chain direction for the benefit of Indonesia, Taiwan, and United States. With reference to the US priorities and the technology advantage of Taiwanese industries, as well as the need of economic development in Indonesia, we have our focus to try to invite investment from a range of carefully and hand-picked sectors such as IT infrastructure-related electronic products, medical infrastructure-related products, biotechnology products, metal products, and electrical equipment manufacturing products. And I also forward to the promotion cooperation between TAITRA and BKMS to deliver to us the result of our expectation, which is US-Taiwan industrial cluster within this special economic zone that benefit to the three-party partnership of Indonesia, Taiwan, and the US. Additionally, I would also like to convey a personal message from my Minister, High Excellency Erlangga Hartarto, to High Excellency Minister Mei Hua Wang of Ministry of Economic Affairs, that he is looking forward to see the implementation of the previous MoU between BKMS and Teng Rong Steel Works, which was signed in 2019. as Freeport McMoran from US, which will start their construction in JIIPE or Gresik SEZ by September 2021. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, today marks the starting point of this trilateral partnership, and I look forward to a closer cooperation under the format of comprehensive economic cooperation platform to build together a better management team for this special economic zone to deliver the result of our combined goals, the achievement of Taiwan's new southbound policy, the success of US Indo-Pacific strategy, and the industrial and economic development of Indonesia. Alex and Stephen, our colleague from CEC Secretariat from both Taiwan and Indonesia, please carry off this assignment in close cooperation. And I would like to invite the American Institute in Taiwan to continue support these initiatives. I thank you all to bring this vision to reality. Thank you. Very good morning.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Deputy Minister. And now let us invite Representative John C. Chen to deliver his remarks. Please, Mr. Representative.
His Excellency Mr. James Huang, Huang Zifang 董事长 His Excellency Mr. Brian Christensen, Li Yingjie 处长 His Excellency Mr. Wahyu Utomo, Deputy Minister, Coordinating Ministry for Economic Affairs Indonesia. His Excellency Mr. Chen Zhenqi, Deputy Minister, Ministry of Economic Affairs. Mr. Bambang Soetino, President Director, BKMS. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Selamat pagi. It is my great delight and pleasure to witness this signing ceremony of the MoU between TAITRA and BKMS on the promotion cooperation in JIIPE Gresik Special Economic Zone. And I wish to express my admiration and respect to everyone who has been involved in the whole process to make this signing possible, despite all the difficulties we are confronted with under the severe threats of COVID-19 pandemic. The bilateral cooperation on JIIPE has been one of the topics within the framework of Taiwan-Indonesia Comprehensive Economic Cooperation, CEC, which can be dated back to 2019, when former Indonesian Coordinating Minister for Economic Affairs, Mr. Dao Min, recommended that JIIPE be the site for the bilateral industry cooperation where Taiwanese investors could be further protected about their investment. Now that JIIPE has been officially approved to be a special economic zone since June 28 this year, we hope with this new status, JIIPE will be able to provide better incentives and conditions for potential Taiwanese as well as American investors under the framework of Taiwan's new southbound policy, USA's Indo-Pacific strategy, and the industrial and economic development of Indonesia. Driven by Indonesia's production advantages and encouraged by the Taiwan government's new southbound policy, Taiwanese companies have been surveying locations in Indonesia to establish production bases. Therefore, in order to meet their needs, we hope that the MoU between TAITRA and BKMS will serve as a systemic mechanism where Taiwanese investors can effectively gather information regarding JIIPE and receive support once they decide to invest in this special economic zone. This MoU marks a milestone in our bilateral cooperation within the CFC framework. Now, with the United States joining us in the development of the JIIPE Gresik Special Economic Zone, this process becomes a trilateral endeavor. So that today, we witness the beginning of this trilateral partnership, and I hope that this trilateral cooperation will yield bountiful results in the future, and that the industrial ties between Indonesia, Taiwan, and the United States will be further strengthened, and the supply chain to become more complete. Last but not the least, I wish everyone a healthy and prosperous 2021. Thank you, Terima kasih.
Thank you, Mr. Representative. And let us now invite President Director Bambang Suetiono to deliver his remarks. Please, Mr. President Director.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. Excellency Mr. James Wang, Chairman of TAITRA. Excellency Mr. Chen Chi-chen, Deputy Minister Economic Affairs. Excellency Bapak Wahyu Utomo, Deputy Minister Coordinating Ministry of Economic Affairs Indonesia. Mr. William Brad Christensen, Director of American Institute in Taiwan. Ms. Ereti Shroff, Deputy Chief of America Institute in Taiwan. Mr. Alex Hao Ching Chow, Director General International Cooperation. Mr. John Shi-chen, TAITRA Jakarta Representative. Bapak Stephen Sid, Infrastructure Expert, Coordinating Ministry of Economic Affairs. Mr. Leonard Lin, President and CEO TAITRA. Mr. Shen Xin-chen, Chairman Sinotech Engineering Consultant Limited. Mr. Chi Hsien-chan, Chairman and CEO Adimun Corporation. Bapak Haryanto Adikusumo, AKR Group CEO, all respected guests and director from AKR Group. It is my honor to represent JIIPE in this online ceremonial to sign the MoU for cooperation with TAITRA, Sinotech, and Adimun for providing the opportunity to invest in world-class industrial park JIIPE. Now, as JIIPE is designed as special economic zone, investor can enjoy many additional benefits in doing business in JIIPE. The well-developed facility, strategic location, and easy of getting regulatory approved together shall benefit investor in cutting down and gestation period of business. Also, the deep sea port of JIIPE shall connect to all destinations worldwide, thereby assure smoothly and efficient supply chain connectivity with very low overall logistic costs. We are sure that together with TAITRA and Sinotech, JIIPE shall open up a new opportunity to Taiwanese investors to establish world-beating manufacturing, processing, warehousing, supply chain management business for both international and domestic market. We thank government of both of the countries of tremendous support and look forward to continue get support for furthering economic development and solid business opportunity to investor for mutual benefit. We thank all who associate with event and extend our invitation to visit JIIPE. We are waiting warmly welcome you into JIIPE. Let's proceed to signing the MoU. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. President Director. Thank you. And now let us invite Chairman and CEO Chi Hsien-chan, who is also the former Director General of the Department of Health of Taiwan, to deliver his remarks. Please, Mr. Chairman.
Everyone, all the distinguished guests, this morning marks a significant milestone in Admin's future growth strategy to expand into Indonesia and international market. I'd like to take this opportunity to express my sincere thanks to many who have kindly assisted us in this effort, including Ministry of Economic Affairs in Taiwan, Chairman Huang of TAITRA, Representative Chen of Taipei Economic and Trade Office in Indonesia, who I know him back 20 years ago, when he's still young and handsome, stationed
In New York.
New York.
Yeah.
I remember you picked me up at the train station. And Director Christensen of AIT, who has been very supportive all the way. Also, Mr. Stephen Schitt of Coordinating Ministry of Economic Affairs Indonesia, who has been working hard with us all along for almost a year, and many others. Aluminium Corporation is pursuing forward with our goal to be a strong international CDMO for biological product and device. And the plan to build a production center at JIIPE, endorse it as the choice of site, offering favorable overall environment for the company's beachfront beachhead in the Southeast Asia. Furthermore, we anticipated resuming our COVID-19 vaccine clinical trial study soon in Indonesia. And if it's successful, we hope to be able to align it with our project at JIIPE. That will be a tailor-made for Indonesian people and made in Indonesia, as well as Taiwan. Looking forward, there's still a lot of work to be done until full operation of this biologic production center, and it still needs a sincere hope that we still be able to continue to work together in this future. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ladies and gentlemen, we're now entering the highlight of the ceremony. Firstly, let us invite the signing representatives of TAITRA, Chairman Huang, and BKMS, President Director Bambang Sutiono and Finance Director Ivan Johar Kuswahudi. Mr. Huang, Mr. Sutiono, and Mr. Kuswahudi, please kindly sign the documents in front of you. We believe the signing of this MoU will further enhance the promotion and cooperation in JIIPE, Indonesia, between BKMS and TAITRA. Signing representatives, we're now taking a photo together. Please raise the document in front of you and smile to the camera. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Huang, Mr. Sutiono, and Mr. Kuswahudi. Thank you. And let us now move on to the next signing group. Please invite the signing representatives, Mr. Shenxian Chen, Chairman of Sinotech Engineering Consultants, and Mr. Sutiono and Mr. Kuswahudi from BKMS. Mr. Chen, Mr. Sutiano and Mr. Kuswahudi, please kindly sign the documents in front of you. And signing representatives, we're now taking a photo together. Please raise the document in front of you and smile to the camera. Thank you, Mr. Chen, Mr. Sutiano, and Mr. Kuswahudi. And now let us move on to the next signing group. Let us invite the signing representatives, Mr. Qishan Chan, Chairman and CEO of Adamun Corporation, and Mr. Sutiano and Mr. Kuswahudi from BKMS. Mr. Chan, Mr. Sutiano, and Mr. Kuswahudi, please kindly sign the documents in front of you. And signing representatives, we're now taking a photo together. Please raise the document in front of you and smile to the camera. Thank you, Mr. Chan, Mr. Sutiano, and Mr. Kuswahudi. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's signing ceremony. Thank you all for joining us from Jakarta and Taipei. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Everybody,
Mr.
Pak Wahyu,
Bye-bye. See you.
Pak Wahyu, Stephen,
Stay healthy.
thank you.
Stay healthy. Stay healthy.
Pak Haryanto, thank you.
Pak Haryanto, thank you.
Thank you. 丁家学姐。
谢谢。
董事长，有空来一米哦。陈董事长，部长，您当初那时候在去纽约联合国演讲的时候，
对，
非常深刻啊。
哎，这个
Gak ada yang lebih
过得
pasti.
很快啊。
对啊，一下子。
你这个票我记得很清楚啊，那个时候是23 years ago， 我记得你 pick me up on the train station。
对
对，
对，那时候你跟张宏仁，那时候他是
他是assistant，
老署署长，好像当时。
我是署长，他是我的怎么说呢？我的 assistant。
您那时候是部长，卫生部长。
我那时候是部长，他是
那时候他是健保署署长。
大概是吧，应该，对，这个还有郭旭松也是我的下属。
哦，对，后来我们一起推动参加 WHO 的工作。
在 WHO 的工作，还有最早到 WHO 去那边拉比的就是我。1990